3. We're going to Lake Kawaguchi to see Mount Fuji from a distance. We booked our trains yesterday at the JR ticket offices. We also booked our bullet trains to Osaka. So when you go to the train stations, they've got the JR East, which is usually like a green logo. That's where we booked 90% of the way to Kawaguchi or half the way, whatever it is. And then we went to one of the Shinkansen lines and we booked our bullet trains. So our tickets are all set. We've got to be at Shinjuku at 8:30. It is currently 6:40. So we're gonna finish packing our backpacks and get some food and then walk to the train station. Overall, this APA hotel has been great. It was cheap. We have a nice comfy bed. The room is big enough to fit everything in it just. Got a little fridge. They give us new towels and stuff every day. The only issue I've had is the pillows. I do not find the pillows comfortable, but Katrina's only sleeping on one of her two, so I'm using the third one for myself. And the last 2 nights I have gotten used to it, so it's not as bad as it was. But I do find it fascinating. Like, we're right down here in 212. We've got the emergency exit door, but then this is just open. Look. It's just a big drop. You come out of the room and it's freezing. It really doesn't get cold in here, but it's fascinating. Like when it rains, obviously you must wet all this carpet, but a bit of a gutter there. I just find it amazing, all these different things. Like you go down the stairs to the subway and there is drainage running down the sides. It's just unreal. They've almost thought of everything. Except for my pillows. They didn't think about my pillows, but it's okay. Head on down to Macca's to get some breakfast. Stop at the 7-Eleven to get some money because my wife's burning through it faster than she would normally at home. But so far, it hasn't been overly expensive. We've probably spent $100 each a day, which I think is what they tell you to budget for anyway. So far, we've spent about $600, but that included the express trains and everything else that comes with it. So I don't think Japan's overly expensive, but it's definitely not as cheap as a place like, say, Thailand. Remember, 7-Eleven ATMs are where it's at. They seem to be the best so far and the easiest to use. I'm excited to spend most of today sitting on the train. The last 3 days we've done 30,000 steps a day, which probably doesn't sound like much to some people, but generally in a day, even with working, I only get about 12,000 steps in, and Katrina probably only gets about 5,000 steps in. So for us, we are dead. My back was so sore, my legs are cooked, but it's all part of the adventure. It's all part of having fun, you know. We've barely paid anything in train costs because we have the JR Rail Pass, which covers all the JR trains, and we've only had to catch a couple of metro trains. All I can say is that when you're in Japan, the Google Maps is your best friend. Anywhere you need to go, any trains you need to catch, you type into Google Maps where you want to go, and it'll tell you the fastest route, and you can select from the different train lines. But if you have a look, we want to go to, you probably can't even read it, Shinjuku station. It tells you what train line to get on, what entrance to go through, where to exit, what platform to be on, everything. So as long as you look and read the signs around you, it's not that stressful. And generally it's all color coded as well. When you go to like Tokyo station, you can get on the yellow line or the red line or the green line, and it's all highlighted on the ground for you. So just a little tip for you is make sure you use Google Maps and you won't get lost. So like now we're catching the metro train, and on Google Maps it says enter via A6. and the platform just behind us, that one there, that's A5. Pretty sure A6 is just Katrina. It's just over here. So if we go over here, there's another entrance over here, and it should hopefully be A6, otherwise we're gonna have to keep wandering.
まもなく1番線に急行笹塚行きが10両編成で到着します。ドアから離れてお待ちください。
So on Google Maps it said to go to platform 1, which is where we are now. And if you ever want to make sure you're going in the right way, you got your station, you got the station you want to go to, so that's all good. Make sure you go to the right platform, otherwise you might be travelling in the opposite direction. So once you get to Shinjuku station, you need to go up to the JR lines if you're going to Lake Kawaguchi, and you want to get on the Shuo line limited express. I don't know if that's how you say it, but we're booked onto the 8:31. It's that one just there. Kawaguchi. So Katrina's just going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to grab some snacks from a convenience store, and then we're going to go find our seats and sit down for the next at least an hour, but I think we have to change trains halfway through the journey. So. So we made it. Once you get off the reserved train, you've got to put JR pass and tap your Suica card to get through to the next section. So we're just waiting to get on the express train to Kawaguchi, which should be here in a few minutes. But there's also a lot of people waiting, so. But it feels like we're more in the country now than in the city, so it's kind of, yes, it is cold. While there's snow on the top of that mountain up there. So, we could see Mount Fuji on the way here, but now we're just at the edge of the country town. If you get cold, you can go and sit in these waiting areas where it's obviously heated. But we're just waiting outside with everybody else. So we've got to Kawaguchi now. If I can recommend anything, it's reserving a seat on an express train from Otsuki to here, because we were jammed in the train for the last hour with a bunch of people and it was a bit awkward. But check out this view. We've got Mount Fuji up there in the background. Awesome. So we're here at the Lawson's in the lineup taking pictures with everybody. Unreal. I've found my happy place. Creme brulee is my favourite dessert, and I just found it in the freezer, so I'm happy today. in Japan you're not supposed to walk around and eat, so most people stand outside the convenience store. We're just gonna sit on the floor here and eat because we bought too much food. Go on. Just my lactose intolerant wife eating a sandwich full of cream. I've got my brulee, the hot coffee, and somewhat of a view of Mount Fuji. We're just walking down to the lake, and I can confirm that it is really cold. As you can have a look here, we've still got snow. So it must have snowed last night, which is pretty cool. We don't see much snow down in Australia, except for up on the mountains, but we've only been there once, so. But yeah, we just keep following this road all the way down, and then we should get to the lake, hopefully. It's a beautiful day though. Just cold, very cold. Lake Kawaguchi. Hey. We're just in line up to go on the Mount Fuji panoramic ropeway. From where we're standing, apparently it's a 45-minute wait. So a bit more standing around, but the view around here is just unreal. I love the lake. We've made it to the top. Look at that view. We've got snow. It is a lot colder up here and windy, but the view is insane. There she is, Mount Fuji. How cool is that? We got the theme park down there.
6 person. Well, that's our day at Mount Fuji, basically.
sort of run out of time because we booked the train and we have to be back on that train. So we've just been up to the lookout. We're just going to slowly work our way back up to the train station and make sure we're back in time so we don't miss the train. But it's even to just come down and walk around, that lookout was probably worth it. It was only $4.50 to get to the top and then the same back down. So just going up there to have a quick look. Oh, we were up there for a while. It was nice. You could see Mount Fuji, and there was a few people up there. It did say it would take us 45 minutes to get to the front of the line. It definitely didn't take that long. So we're just going to keep looking in some shops and enjoy the view till we go. I definitely think staying in Mount Fuji would be worth it, even if it's just for a couple of days. We skimped out on money, so we didn't book anything here, but if you had one with a nice view, a little private onsen, it would be unreal. Another thing I reckon would be fun is riding a bike. We should have rented the bikes. It only says it's 1 kilometer from the train station down to the cable cart thing that we just went on, but it feels like forever. It really does. I think that's just because we're sick of walking, but I think one of those bikes, which they look like they have electric motors on them as well, would be quite fun. It'd be hard to hold this thing while I was riding a bike though. So we ended up catching back an earlier train, and we must have been tired because I passed out and woke up because I was snoring really loud. Katrina took a picture, so I'll put it in the video. But we thought since we're already in Shinjuku that we'd come check out some things that are here, like the big cat. The 3D cat cafe in Shinjuku. There's also, I think there's a Godzilla thing around here somewhere. I could be wrong. So we're just going to keep exploring this area for a little bit and taking some sights. But we made it back from Mount Fuji. Just. I have no idea what the cat just said, but he spoke to us in Japanese, so I'm sure it was something fantastic. And it's only just up from the 3D cat, so if you're in the area, come check out the giant Godzilla head. Prepare yourself for Godzilla vs. Kong. Great movie. And enjoy all the lights and shiny things. So, we're at a sushi place. I've never really had sushimi like this before, and I've ordered a platter that comes with a bunch of them. So we'll see how we go. Katrina's not going to try it. She's not impressed. She doesn't like fish in general, but I thought, we're here, I might as well try it. We'll see how it goes. So I've ordered like that one there. That has a bunch of stuff on it, so we'll wait till it comes out. I'll set the camera up on a tripod and then I guess I'll eat it all. This is it. I'll give it a go. Look, I couldn't eat it all. I tried. I ate half of it. Oh, filming Katrina. I ate half of it. But one of these ones stinks and it's doing my head in. I actually can't. I can't. So it's a shame, but you gotta try it while you're here. I don't know if it's supposed to smell like that. All of the sashimi I sort of had back in Australia didn't smell like that. So I don't know what got to me, but I couldn't do it. But now we're in Gigo. We're looking at arcade machines. And we might play a few, we might not. We'll see how we go. But I need something else for dinner because that fucked me up. So we didn't end up playing the claw machines, but we did go to a Lawson's or a Family Mart. I can't remember which one. I think it was a Family Mart. And we bought a bunch of random snacks that we are going to go back to the hotel and try and see what they're like. But yeah, to be honest, I don't feel great after the sushi, but we'll just pretend like that experience didn't happen and continue with life. Katrina wanted Macca's for dinner, so it turns out there's one at either side of our hotel. And we're going to the closest one, and then we get to enjoy the lights for another 5 minutes. It's so busy today.